6:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America, reporting from the great state of Michigan, 45 minutes before the daily close at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and this is an emergency update because right now, this daily close is brutal. If we close here, this is absolutely spectacular for all of us that want it to go down. We talked earlier how there was an M-topping reversal that had formed, and this is the bigger time period. But notice how in the smaller time periods, they all start emulating it at every level. So we create another M, which will end up turning into another M, which everywhere you look is going to be topping reversal patterns because this is very bearish, and we've got more sellers than buyers, more selling pressure. The institutions are getting out at alarming rates. That's why there's no volume. That's why every time we go up, it just gets sunk back down, because every time it goes up, the institutions are getting out because they've all been repositioning. So all this nonsense and junk you hear from the YouTube sphere about institutions buying in at a record pace, that's totally and completely false. The prices wouldn't be falling like this. It's a complete opposite. Everybody's staggering. A lot of the big institutions are finally putting their money back in physicals, in the metals, the gold, silvers, platinum, coppers, palladium, and the such alike, mostly gold and silver. And a lot of the big times are putting it in silver because of the 80-to-1 ratio. So I'm putting about 90% of my physical metals I purchase is going into silver right now. But XRP, if it closes under 70 cents, this is why I wanted to come on. Under 72.2 is a great close, but if somehow, and that's why the 68 line was on here. Now it makes sense. But you've got this bottom here, and there's a few spots. If you close below, these are bad news spots. Like if you close below this wick that happened over here on this side of the pattern, that opens up even a drop from here to here in the immediate short term, right after the flip of the close. At least if it stays above that, then you might have some trading in here, right? And then you might be able to pop and then come down finally. But you'll have time to get out of positions. If you see this and then it closes and it's on the bottom side of here, now we have some bigger problems in the immediate short term. Because like I told everybody in my Telegram, get out earlier. Like it was a perfect time because they played a swing trade. So now what you look for with this pattern, if we're going to have a cup, it's not going to happen on the first push up, guys. It's going to have to come here and retap and confirm that we have a reversal here. So that's the only question here. So now we watch 66.9. And if it goes below that, then obviously we can't have a double bottom right here in the immediate area, which is why we added this support. Even though we think it's going to go down farther, that can always be a catch point. So now that 64, I think it's irrelevant, but I keep adding it and deleting it. So that's basically how you would open up. So, I mean, it's pretty interesting what's going on here. You look at the RSI where in the 30-minute, we're coming back down towards the oversold, but in the daily, it tells a slightly different story. I talked earlier how I thought we were working our way back down into the oversold area, and we still got some ways to go here. So we're going to see how this goes, but XRP right now, you got support at that, let's get back up here in the 30-minute. You've got support at the 69.2 and resistance at 72.222. That's just as simple as I can make it. We're in a tight window here. The close under that 69.2 would be so beautiful, though, for us going down quicker. But we're on the verge, guys, of just collapsing here before the daily close. Like, if Bitcoin gets under 37, we've got 36,544. And really, I don't even think we should use that. I think we should cut the difference and bring it down to 39,353. And then it's just a free fall to 35. So that's how I'm playing it from here on out, because that's how I have it marked. I thought this was coming down and creating something like this, as we've talked about. So, but if this starts to get into free fall mode here, this is where it can get interesting before the daily close. You could see a literal 3 to 5% drop in 45 minutes or 40 minutes. If this gets down below 36.5 before the daily close, because it might free fall to 35. I don't anticipate it to go that quick, but the whales are scared. The whales are dumb. The whales aren't scared, but like the institutions, they're not there to pick up the slack, and the whales are dumping at an alarming rate, and the retail investors are getting slaughtered. The retail investors only have so much money. A lot of the retail investors, like I said 6 months ago, you guys are all going to be back at work because you don't understand what a bear market means when we get into it. It's all good and dandy when your portfolio is reading big bucks in a bull market. I only care about how much money my portfolio is reading in a bear market. So that's the coldest, hardest truth. And then in a bull market, if you don't even add any money, right now, here's the beauty of it. A lot of people I know were buying XRP at $1.30, $1.40 when I had already sold out and liquidated, and it's coming down and they're buying it saying, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. And I used to say, you can't buy the dip until we have the real dip. We're in fairy tale land right now because the price is overvalued. Until we come back down to value land, I'm not buying. I'll swing, but I am not buying the long hold. So here we are now. Whoops. Here we are now. And a lot of people are just stuck. Just stuck. And this thing that sucks is now we've got 18-cent XLM, right? I know a lot of people that were buying XLM at 60 cents. So if they bought 10,000 shares, that's $6,000. Now it'll cost them a cool $1,800 approximately. But that's not the worst part. Now let's say it goes from 18 to 60 just to cover their debt. And now they're like, hey, I'm even again. Well, they could have 3x'd it from 18 when it gets back up to 3.4x. So it's all about managing your money. So right now we have 18.92 as resistance, 17.3 as support. If we break through that 17.3, we got 16.8 I put there just as a stopgap on a wick. But it will go right past there to 15.5 if it's not just a wick. So, and that would be the next immediate zone. But my fear is if we can't hold that 17.3, the 15.5 and the 13.8, really, there's not much history of just trading straight through that range. I mean, you have to go all the way back here, but look how quickly we jump these ranges. So I have a bad feeling about this, that we would actually come down to that 10.9 if we had a real big flash drop here. So, I mean, just think about that. And then DGB, and I'm going to let you go. Actually, XDC, then DGB, and I got to let you go. Actually, no, I'm going to make this an XRP, XLM, and XDC update only. I've already done DGB earlier as well, so. We've got resistance here at 548 on XDC, and right now we're well below that resistance. We got support at 479. If we fall down below that 479, if you're a lover of XDC, you got 362. And like, I don't even have this on the chart right now, but we would have to come back into some crazy areas if we break this. And I purposely don't put these on here. But then you got the accumulation area, and this is what I kept telling everybody. You got 3 layers here where you're under where you flip a 0. Because like I tell everybody, if XLM's at 10 cents, it's going to be very hard pressed. Well, actually, at 10 cents, it wouldn't matter. But let's say XLM's at 5 cents and XRP's at like 20. It's going to be very hard for XDC to keep a 0. There's going to be unbelievable buying opportunities here, ladies and gentlemen. Don't get caught in the FUD. You can see this big-ass pattern now, excuse my French, on XDC exposing itself. This thing is going to come down faster. Oh, man. This thing's going to come down faster than Phil Mickelson did after he made some of the dumbest comments you'll ever hear. And I don't even watch golf. His sponsors are pulling out faster than Bitcoin is coming down. So that's how fast XDC is going to go. But notice, those are some big steps coming, or big elevator moves. I mean, you could certainly see something like that when this is all said and done. So, big moves coming. Join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. Stay ahead. You get the exclusive Telegram. Join the other 200 and let's see how many we got. I think 223 members of the Telegram. We actually have 227 members of Tom's Army now. 223 members in the Telegram. We've got a lot of stuff going on here. We've got subdivisions here. I've got the Freedom Fighters. There's 54 people that wanted that, so I created it for them as I seen their commentary. Keep the stuff out of the general chat, and I started making things for people's, their forte. So, and then I have my private channel so that you don't have to listen to any of the other nonsense if you don't want to. All my comments go into the other channels, but I just forward them into my private channel. I thought that was a great idea. And then my favorite channel, besides, I obviously like to talk to everybody, but I love the Precious Metals channel. 57 members, very active. We've put our stuff in here if you want to see what some metals look like. I've even shared on here. I don't even know where it's all at now. We share so much stuff. But you'll have to go through here. But we've got a lot of stuff in here that has been shared. But also, if you're looking to buy physical metals, we let you know where to buy them. I don't do any kind of advertising links, so it's not to click on my link. I'm just going to tell you where to go. Not with the link. So, just where I buy it. And obviously, the only way to get that is to join Tom's Army, $9.99 a month. you get the free Telegram with the 3 subdivisions of the Telegram. And also, you get the Telegram, and then you can join my classes on Tuesday and Thursdays from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do it privately. And the classes are available for 10 days, so you don't have to be there live unless you want to talk to me. That's on a donation base. So what that means is you watch the class, and if you appreciate the class, you leave a $5 donation. That's it. If you're poor, you leave a 50-cent donation. I'm not charging hundreds of dollars, but I want to make sure every single person who wants to watch the class, who wants to learn, can do it. And also understand that time is valuable. So that's the importance of getting Tom's Army. $9.99 a month. Join all the fun. Stay out ahead of this bear market.